Hey, yo, welcome into a brand new episode of the Review at Rob Show. Appreciate you coming in here to hang out with me on this week's episode. We're going to be talking about the film Saturday Night, give you my spoiler free details on that film, how I felt about it, all that jazz, and maybe some news, man. So we'll talk about what we can on this episode. Again, appreciate you joining in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. Go ahead and show you the poster. I'll put up the details. Look at that poster. That's an awesome poster, man. So, Saturday Night, released over the past week. It is rated R for some drug use, some brief graphic nudity, sexual references, and the language throughout. The film is 1 hour 49 minutes, classified as a comedy drama film, and is currently playing in theaters. The film is directed by Jason Reitman and written by Gil Keenan. And Reitman, of course, helps write it as well. Saturday Night is based on the true story of what happened behind the scenes in the 90 minutes leading up to the first broadcast of Saturday Night Live, man. So, this is a movie that from the first moment I saw the trailer a while back in theaters, like, I got to see this because I'm a kid who grew up watching Saturday Night Live back in the day, man. I grew up in the 90s, which was like a heyday of Saturday Night Live, man. We're talking Chris Farley, David Spade, man, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, all the freaking, so many amazing people on that show. And having a great time and a great run with Saturday Night Live. But I've always known of the classic Saturday Night Live and looked in that and knew about Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and Gilda Radner and all these freaking legends of Saturday Night Live that helped start it and everything. So I was very excited about this, and it was a cool, interesting concept of an idea to be like, let's take the idea of what happened with the making of Saturday Night Live leading up the day of 90 minutes before the movie starts, going through that process and how everything could work out. So love the idea, love the concept of it, and honestly 100% love what they did with this movie. So it's one of those things where it's like we're just watching somebody make something, but it's captivating in the way that it makes you feel. Like, it made me feel like when I was watching that movie that like I was there and it was taking you on that journey of all those characters going through the process of putting together the story. What skits are they going to do, or sketches are they going to do on the show? What are they going to be able to do? What has to be cut? Are they going to be able to keep this person in line? Are they be able to all coexist and work together? Can they make it all work out to get this show live and going? And in the process of all that, dealing with the network and trying to figure out, is the network going to let them go live? Are they going to cut to something else and play a rerun of something else on the show? Avoiding spoilers. So love that aspect. Absolutely love that idea. Love how they put that all together, following around Lauren Michaels and him being the creator of Saturday Night Live and trying to get everything running correctly with all those talents that were going to be the regulars, but also the other talents you're bringing in with like the host, the musical guest, the special guest, and all that stuff. So cool to see that whole process and everything, and to see how it all works out. It's a journey, and it's a heck of a journey from that whole time. Like, I never was lost, never felt bored, never felt uninterested in anything they were doing. Like, I was hooked in. I was excited to see how it was all going to go, and excited to see how it all works out. Because obviously we know Saturday Night Live's been around. It's still around, still on TV now. So we know Saturday Night Live is something that's been out there and has had that spot for as long as we can remember, and still does to this day. But to see the madness that it was to try to get it to happen for the first time and going through all those characters in the story. So that was a great journey, a captivating journey to go through. The other thing that I found just amazing with this movie was the cast. Like, the cast of this film is insanely accurate to the the performers. Like, you're watching that and you're like, holy freaking is did they bring them, some of them are no longer with us, but like, did they bring like CGI in here? Are they using like some kind of technology here? Are they de-aging certain people? Because they look spot freaking on, dude. The guy playing Chevy Chase, spot on. All of them are spot on. Freaking, it's insane when you're sitting there and you're watching. You're like, this is, are they their kids? Are they related to them? Are they relatives? Are they doing like the Michael Jackson movie and they just hired relatives? Like, what? How did they get it that freaking perfect? But they did. And they absolutely did it perfectly. They looked the parts. They played the parts amazingly. Like, this movie is fantastic, and I feel it's being overshadowed this week because a Terrifier 3 movie came out, and that's getting a lot of the press, which I did see that as well. I did a double feature with Saturday Night and Terrifier 3, and maybe I'll do a review later. You know, I'm working on feelings of what I think about that whole franchise in general. But it sucks that this movie's kind of being overshadowed because it is a fantastically put together movie. It's a movie that actually has a plot. It's a movie that actually has a freaking story that is captivating. That's the word I was looking for. Captivating story, amazing performances throughout. Just very well done and put together film, like a movie that should be nominated for awards and win awards, because it's just, you're watching that, you're watching um masterpiece is a huge word, but you're watching something very phenomenal, very well done, very well put together from start to finish, captivating, interesting all the way around. It's just perfect. And so much so, like when I left the theater and came home, I wanted to go straight to Peacock and like, let me watch this first episode of Saturday Night Live, because you can watch all of the Saturday Night Live stuff on there, man. So very amazing, very, very amazing, to where, and this is the thing I talk about when we're making lists and we're trying to do the numbers throughout the year. Like, this is one of those movies that can easily sneak into my top 10 at the end of the year and be like, here we are. We're here in the middle of October, and here comes a movie that I was interested in, but I probably was never expecting to be like a top 10 film for me. And now I'm like, is it in my top 10? Can it be a serious contender? And so, overall thoughts, amazingly put together. Jason Reitman's killing it with the stuff that he's doing. I mean, we know he's been doing great work over there with the Ghostbusters, revamping of the Ghostbusters and bringing that back to life, and things that he's done in the past. We always know that he's been really good at what he does. And now we're, got this movie, and he just freaking delivers. What a breath of fresh air. Like, honestly, what a breath of fresh air in, the type of movies we're seeing. And just, ah, I can't love that movie anymore. So that's my quick thoughts on Saturday night. Hopefully you go out and see it. If you did see it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But overall, just a fantastic film, start to finish. I have no hiccups, no gripes, no questions about that movie at all. Can't say that about the other film I saw, but that's neither here nor there. Saturday night is worth your time to check out for sure. Go watch it, have a great time, because that movie is so freaking good. So that's my quick thoughts on Saturday night without spoiling anything for you. Um, Follow, make sure you like and subscribe to the network. I'm sure that there might be something Terrifier 3 later this week, but and of course we have all other fun, good stuff going on this network. But that's going to be this show. Like I said, it was going to be a quick episode, not a lot of news to really go over, and just I don't spoil movies, so going full review on you with what happened in Saturday night. But I cannot get over just how good that movie was. And it's something I needed at that moment as well. And it delivered on every single aspect I could have helped it would have delivered for. Like, it's just hilarious, heartwarming, thriller. It is classified as a thriller. When I pulled it up earlier, that does have thriller on it, which I can see. There's the thrill of the adventure of seeing how all that show and how the movie's going to end up going, man. So what a freaking film. Like, I can't stop talking about that movie. That movie's probably going to be my top 10. Let's be honest with you. As much as I'm just sitting here and like, this movie is, this, and it's so amazing, it's so great and all that, like, it's going to be, it's got to be. We'll see. There's still a lot of year left here, but go see that movie. That movie deserves your time. Go watch. That's a movie that deserves your time. That came out, like, that deserves a watch, man. Just a good watch of somebody being creative. What goes into the creative process, going after your goals, fighting for your goals, trying to achieve those goals. Like, that's something we all try to do, right? Especially if you're in the creative world, but in just the world in general, you're just trying to achieve what you would hope to achieve in life. And that's a good movie for you to watch. Like, yes, it's madness. Yes, it's insane. It seems like you're at the end of your rope. At the end, your back is against the wall. You got to keep fighting. You're against all odds. Everything seems to be going wrong, but you just keep going and keep fighting and keep going through. And that's a message that's in that movie, just by watching it. And it's a message for you in life in general, man. So keep fighting, keep going. Stuff gets tough. Back's against the wall. Push forward, man. Keep fighting forward. Give them that old shoulder block. Fight through them and keep chasing those goals and those dreams, because they can't happen as long as you don't give up on them. You got that talent inside you. You got that ability inside of you. So just keep fighting. Keep doing those things. Go after it. Chase it. Everything, man. And I appreciate you listening to this show, watching this show. I have a great time doing the show. I love doing the show. And it's only for me as well. I'm not the most, verbal person. I don't talk all that much. I'm pretty relaxed. I'm pretty calm, pretty in my own world. So, but I do this show, and this show is more outgoing. Now it's gotten video format where you got to see my face on here and all this stuff. So I'm putting myself out there because I love doing the show, and I would love to get it out for people and to have a good time with me with doing this show. I'm not the best with words. I'm not going to talk to you about the movie techniques and cinematography and all that stuff. That's for other people to do. I'm just going to give you my quick thoughts, spoiler free, and just be as kind as possible about reviews and throw in some motivation at the end, man. So hope you enjoy the show. Hope you have a good time with the show because I love doing it. And I appreciate you all joining in, man. So again, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, love yourself. You are capable of amazing things. You can do everything you can hope out to achieve as long as it's legal. And I appreciate you as always. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you feel so inclined, please hit that like and subscribe and share. And I will talk to you next episode. We'll see what next episode is going to be. I have to figure out time to go see a movie because I'm going to a WWE SmackDown this week, man. So I'm very excited about that. So there you go. We'll figure something out, but appreciate you as always tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, month, year. And as always, remember that happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Talk to you all next episode.